Scorpio. Let's see what your card is for the first week of October. October 1st through 7th, okay? You know your season's coming up, and it's going to be the Mercury retrograde. King of Swords, which is fixed air, and that's Aquarius, which is, connected to you. It squares your energy, but also the associated planet with Aquarius, Uranus, is exalted in your sign. So, and Mercury, which is exalted in Aquarius, is going to be in Scorpio, okay? So you're definitely going to be experiencing some changes, right? Some rewiring, some reprogramming. This is going to give you a new perspective, right? A stronger perspective in terms of what you've been looking at since, right? Because Aquarius is also ruled by Saturn, and Saturn right now is in Scorpio, Sag, Capricorn. It's in your third house, especially for those of you out there that are Scorpio risings, okay? So that's communication. That's also children. It's siblings. It also might have something to do with, the connection that you have to your mother on a spiritual level from when you were a child. The King of Swords wants to know something. Because he knows a lot, but he wants to know more. You can never stop learning. He has a responsibility to know. Or maybe he has a responsibility to speak. So you may feel like somebody might owe it to you to speak to you, or you might owe it to somebody to speak to them. Or this could just be you trusting in your own belief, in your own perspective, right? And feeling, really firm in those, right? Okay, let's see. Or you could all be dealing with an Aquarius, okay? And we know that they can definitely be stubborn in their mind sometimes. Like, it's hard to change their mind about something, and it's hard to convince them that there might be something new. And that's so weird because with each sign, they have strengths and weaknesses. And usually their weaknesses are exactly the opposite of what their strength is. You know what I mean? It's so crazy. So let's see what your Romance Angels Oracle card is. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Right? So you could be feeling like somebody is just kind of distant, right? Because the King of Swords, Aquarius, they can be very distant in their essence, right? Because sometimes they can talk, but it almost might be like their perspective might be so different that you feel distanced from them because of that, right? The odd perspective. Or they could just be physically distant. You know what I mean? They're ruled by Saturn, so that's kind of a serious planet, so that could be kind of serious, this person. So you might be finding that it's hard to get to know them a little bit more, right? Okay? Or they might just be focused on work, so it's hard to get to know them a little bit more, and might just be hard to get together to kind of like see eye to eye on some things with some of you guys in an Aquarius. Or it could be somebody that you are just, that might be an authority or something somewhere, a business person, mentor, perhaps. And, this card says, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So, maybe you guys are gonna break up this density, right, that this person sort of like has around them, and you'll be able to chisel it away so that you can start to feel more comfortable with them, or more comfortable again, or you can start to see where their perspective is coming from, because you could be getting to know them by understanding their perspective of things a little bit more, because maybe you do know each other, right? But it's like trying to see their side too, and it might be a side that you weren't willing to see before because it sort of like was outside of what you understood was the norm. Okay,